Hello, and we're back again for video number 3. This one's going to be on topic number 2, which is belief systems. Alright, so when it came down to belief systems in lucid dreaming, this is just how I like to break it down. It can definitely be broken down into more than just these 3 categories, but as far as, how I thought about it for the longest time and how I'm kind of thinking about it now, at least for, time constraint purposes, it's not get too much into the weeds here. We'll keep it at this 3-level breakdown. So alone, not alone, and then external. All right, so first up is alone. And this, if you listen to some of my earlier videos on this topic, is where it was for the first 15 years of my lucid dreaming practice, right? Where all I thought it was really good for was like fun, entertainment, and pleasure seeking, right? That was it. And because that's where my belief was, it was basically just my own personal playground up there, no meaning to anything, right? That's the only type of experiences I ever had for 15 plus years, having about one lucid dream a month or so. Nothing more meaningful than that ever happened. And these experiences, they were cool, they were a lot of fun. Heck, I still partake, but they were never so meaningful to me that I thought I wanted to get out there and teach and spread the practice, right? It wasn't until about 15, 16 years later I found out about Tibetan dream yoga, some of the other Western approaches to lucid dreaming, like Stephen LaBerge's work and stuff like that, that I began to open my mind up to this next level. So I call this next level just simply not alone, where everything's still internal to the dreamer, but all of a sudden you're not alone. You're working in tandem with something else, right? Like that something else being like your big mind or your subconscious, which is kind of funny. But after I opened my mind to that possibility and started having a lot more meaningful experiences, I kind of couldn't believe I ever thought anything else. Like it seems so obvious, like if you're in a dream, lucid, right? So it's like you're there, your body's in it, you're separate from everything else. What's making everything else appear, right? Not you, well, not the conscious you, right? It's your subconscious. And you can ask dream characters things. I mean, I remember a while ago I was working on like just teleporting to different dream scenes, right? So I was trying to get to this beach, so I kept going up to these doors, opening these doors. I was in like a mall type area, trying to open the door and find a beach. So eventually, it took a while to finally do it. Step out onto the beach, and the beach was cool, but it was like nighttime. There wasn't that many people there. Kind of small waves. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, I kind of wanted to see like a big, roaring wave surf or whatever type beach. But I was happy that I got there. But what it showed me in that one instance, at least, is that I kind of got there, but I'm working in tandem with something else. My subconscious mind didn't deliver what I was necessarily anticipating or wanted. But anyway, that's a deep rabbit hole we can fall down, which I'll kind of return to when we get to the potential of stuff here later on in the video series. And then we have external. So this is where things can start to extend beyond yourself. Maybe you can visit other people's dreams. They can visit yours. Maybe you can, actually have your deceased loved ones come and visit them or speak with them again. Out of body stuff, astral projection, shared consciousness, Bharata yoga. Might even put sleep yoga in here. Sleep yoga, Bharata yoga, and dream yoga, they're all kind of related, but actually in the whole circle of Tibetan dream yoga family, they're all kind of separate things. But nonetheless, for me, I kind of grouped it all here. And again, I think the important part with this is, so even though me personally, I'm solid in just the not alone, where everything's still internal to myself, subconscious, big mind category, I'm still open to having, if something can prove to me that this next stage is real, I'm all there. And I'm actually, I'm trying to put together certain type of experiments and stuff for me to kind of try and prove this to myself. And, I've had those dreams where, I saw my deceased grandfather, like right after he passed. I hooked him up with my dad in the dream, and it felt really important and meaningful to me. But whether that was really him in the dream, I'm not sure. I mean, I did text my dad the next morning, like, Dad, did you dream about Grandpa last night? And he's like, I don't even remember my dream. So that I had multiple times where, for the longest time, I was really trying to share a dream with my older son, who's 6 now, and go take him flying and stuff like this. So when he was still sleeping in the same room as us, if I woke up, a lot of times I'd go there to lie down next to him on his bed. And there was many times where, especially if I was already lucid, to where I'd lie down next to him, return to the dream lucid again, and this time he'd be in there with me. And, so I'd take him flying. This one time in particular, we were like working a food truck, and I swear I thought I heard him say, oh, we're not open yet. Because like in the dream, we had a bunch of guys waiting for us to open. But I thought I heard him say in real life like something out loud. So it kind of startled me awake. And I looked at him. And then he was sleeping. He was still sleeping. So I didn't want to wake him up just to ask him, were you dreaming of a food truck? But anyway, I asked him like half hour later when he woke up. And he's like, oh, no, I don't even remember what I was dreaming about. Another one, I've had this one where I rose up out of my body inside the room, saw my wife, my son there on the bed and all this stuff. But by that point, I was already in so many lucid dreams at that point that it really still felt like a lucid dream to me, maybe like a hyper lucid dream, but didn't feel like I was actually really walking around in, this waking consciousness area. Anyway, since then, though, an experiment I've implemented is I leave a deck of cards in my room now. And so next time that happens, assuming I remember to check the cards, and I can find the cards, I'll go check the cards, look at what the first few cards are, wake myself up, and check it again in real life. And if I can find that card match, I'm in this area. If I can wake my son up and he says, oh yeah, I was dreaming about a food truck, I'm in this area. If I can, hook up my dad with his, with his dad, and he can say, oh yeah, I dreamt about him too, I would be in this area. But up until now, nothing proof positive to me has come up yet, so I'm kind of not there yet. But I think that illustrates a good point is no matter where you are on this scale, you want to be open to other possibilities. I think that's very important because then you could potentially grow into a new belief system. All right, anyway, I think that will do it for now. Until the next video, aloha.